Lovers, my sexy Sagis and their lovers, welcome to your January 2021 astrological sign update. Now remember, when you're watching these readings for love, Sagi, their lovers, you're not just going to watch your sun sign, you're going to watch your sun, moon, Venus, and your rising sign. And then you're going to watch your person's placements in these areas, because when it comes to soul or energetic connections, the energy can definitely be flipped or vice versa, or even mirrored, especially if you're a twin. You're powering through the same issues, just on different levels of consciousness. Okay, so it's always instructive to watch these readings twice, once for yourself and then for your person. And then, you know what, you're just gonna trust yourself and don't keep yourself in a box. And if you see a title that calls to you, that is your spirit guides, there's a message there for you. It may not be the whole message, because these are general readings, but you're going to know, your heart knows true north, okay? So trust yourself, all right? Good, because all you're doing with these readings is looking for confirmation of your own intuition, all right? So if it doesn't vibe with what you're feeling, then you just mosey along. It ain't your message today. But once you're here, there is a message for you. The whole message may not be for you, but there is a message for you, okay? Underneath the deck, I see they're on an inner journey. Yeah, I saw that in the camera. They're on an inner journey here. They're discovering self, finally going deep within. So what does their higher self want you to know? We're going to get a holistic view of your person, starting with a message from your person's higher self. And this is my divine... Oh, gosh, higher self have too much to say. Higher self have too much to say. Right now, this person is focusing on union because they have identified you as their twin or soulmate. Okay, they have identified you as the counterpart. They know that they are your counterpart. All right, we're going to get into the rest of the cards after, but the higher self wants you to know this right off the bat. This person is focused on union with you. Some of you guys might be dealing with a Leo. You got the lion there. Some of you guys dealing with a Gemini. I'm seeing those two hearts there. Some of you guys dealing with a Taurus, and some of you guys dealing with an Aries. That really doesn't matter. But this is the energy that they're embodying at this point in time, taking charge of their life. All right? Taking charge of their shit. Taking accountability. That's what I'm getting. What are they healing right now? It's my Wounded Warriors deck. What are they healing? We saw that they're on an inner journey. Let's see what they're looking at. What are they healing? Message for Sagittarius or the viewer. Let's look at their emotional body. How are they feeling? Not necessarily connected to you. We're just taking, well, they're angry and apparently emotionally detached. All right. We're just taking a snapshot of your person, because this is going to help us interpret the cards that come out. They're also kind of tense. Gosh. What's wrong with this person? Like, they're explosive, huh? Like they're about to explode, if they have not exploded already. Optimistic about the future, about you guys, about their life. What are they experiencing on their twin flame soulmate journey? This is my twin experience deck. Okay, nowhere to hide. Okay, they've been running from you, trying to hide from this love, but spirit, everywhere they turn, they're getting some kind of reminder of you. They can't escape. They can't escape. They can't escape at all. Probably seeing your name everywhere, haunted by you. My gosh. Haunted by memories, songs, everything. This person cannot hide. They cannot escape the truth. Let's get a message from their 3D self. What does their 3D self want you to know? So we're going to go deeper into these cards. Let me just get them out. All right. And this is the Naked Flame Healing Messages by Angelic Revelation 144. Message for Sagittarius or the viewer. All right. So let's get into these cards. Let's start with the highest self, of course, the highest perspective, and then we move on. All right. You see, this person is following their heart. Okay. They're recognizing that this is worth it. There's heavy twin flames in here. All right. We have 11, 11 right off the bat. 56 and 47, both reduced to 11. But 11 is also a card of balance and justice. So this is what I'm getting. I'm getting that your person has learned some kind of lesson. There's been some kind of karmic lesson that your person has learned. But they had to go through this in order to crack their heart open. See, before their heart was closed. Remember we saw that emotionally detached card? Their heart was closed, but they're going through this powerful awakening where they can no longer deny their feelings. So much guidance that they are getting. They're in the upper realms right now. Okay, so they're opening their heart here and allowing the light of spirit to enter that higher guidance. Okay, and that's how they figured out that they are your counterpart. This person was running from their shit. Okay, maybe they thought you were some kind of psycho stalker or some crap like that. Think you're kind of woo-woo, kind of crazy. But now they can't hide. They can't deny it. There's something here. They don't understand it fully. Or maybe now they do because they're identifying themselves as your counterpart. And they want to be in union with you. But I think before they were like, this is just too much. It's just too intense. And they just couldn't deal with it. Because their heart was closed. They couldn't receive your love. What are they healing right now? Right. So you don't know, but this person really struggles with their self-concept and struggles with depression. Okay, we have here, what are they healing right now? Suicidal ideation. Now, when I see this card, it tells me, of course, about your person having gone through these very low moments. We're talking about very, very low moments in life. Okay, and of course, it says something about their state of being, what they think about themselves. And I always think that, you know, suicide is anger turned inward. So there's a lot of rage. I remember we saw anger coming out in this deck. So there's a lot of rage that this person has against the world, against someone that may have hurt them, but they have turned it inward on themselves. They've projected that anger onto themselves, and they're realizing they have to deal with that. They have to really sort through their issues and really sort through the narratives that they are telling about themselves. Because apparently the narrative that they're telling themselves is that they are worthless, and that's why all these different things have happened to them. But that's a false narrative. And I think this is why they're going on that inner journey, because they have to really sort out the truth from the fiction that they've been telling themselves. Okay? That's one. Two, when I see suicidal ideation come up in this deck, I always think about either the legacies of someone around them that may have died by suicide or attempted suicide, because that leaves a big abandonment wound in the people who are around them. I'm not trying to make anyone who's watching this feel guilty about whatever they went through if they did attempt suicide. Okay, I'm sorry I'm triggering you like that, but I'm just saying that it can leave a big abandonment wound in others, because they think that at any point in time, someone who loves me can just decide to leave. And they're not seeing that this is just a person dealing with their own issues and their own struggles. Especially when persons are young and this happens, then they project everything that is happening onto them. Okay, all right, my mom decided to die by suicide or attempted to die by suicide. It must have been something that I did wrong. And then they keep blaming themselves and turning that onto themselves for their whole life if they don't get the proper interventions. So this is what I'm also picking up with this as well. This could also be why your person's heart may have been closed off. They don't want to get close to anybody because they're afraid of being abandoned. So it's very powerful when something like that happens to one's caregiver. It's very powerful. Because without the right interventions, and even with the right interventions, there's always that fear of intimacy. There's always that fear of intimacy. But they're optimistic. We're going to see what they're optimistic about. I'm going to pull some cards on this. And then we got the nowhere to hide. And then the 3D self is, I am hiding my true feelings because I feel so vulnerable. And you see what I'm telling you? Intimacy avoid, and they don't like to feel that way. It takes them right back to that time where a caregiver might have died by suicide or attempted suicide or whatever it is. That was one of their most vulnerable moments. Okay, so they don't want to get close to anybody. And if they're in that mode where they are having suicide ideation, they don't want to get close to anybody either, because they want to carry out their plan. Okay, so I'm hiding my true feelings because I feel so vulnerable with you. I've lied and I've told you bullshit from my ego, but they've also been telling themselves bullshit. I just want you to know that, right? If I let you in, you could break my heart. Exactly. Losing you has caused me so much pain because losing you has triggered those memories of what happened with their caregiver. All right. This is what I'm getting intuitively. We're going to go in with the tarot now and see what spirit really wanted us to get. But that's a story that's coming to me at this point in time. All right. So let's see. Now we got the Union card right off the bat. So let's get the ones that we got right off the bat. We have the Union card and the Emperor card. Let's see. Union card. Right. So this person has a lot of insecurities. They long for this union with you. But guess what? I told you about the abandonment wounds. This is my abandonment card. My abandonment issues card. The Five of Pentacles in reverse. Okay. They have a lot of abandonment issues, and it's time I'm really getting, I feel it's a caregiver or someone else close to them. Could have been a friend, but something like that. It says abandonment wound there. Yeah. I'm getting a look at narcissistic mother. Could have been, it doesn't have to be female in body, but a feminine energy. And this is why your person doesn't trust. Okay, look, we have the Fool in reverse. This is why they don't trust. It's because of that abandonment wound. Let's see the Emperor. What's the Emperor doing? The Emperor has addictions and codependencies. The Emperor does not love himself completely. I'm saying he, but it's a masculine energy, whether male or female in body. And they're realizing that now. I think they were hiding behind their ego, right? Hiding all these different issues here. But they're seeing that clearly. And that's because they're waking up. You see, the Emperor has the Empress here. So this person sees you as the counterpart. They see you as the counterpart. But what keeps them back is their own fears and their mommy issues. So some of you guys can watch, it was either the Scorpio or Libra reading where the person was processing mommy issues. You guys should go and watch that. I told you it was a caregiver. That's the root cause. So they want to follow their heart and they want to open their heart. Yeah, you see, they want to be vulnerable. That's the Four of Pentacles. And they also want to release the things that are no longer serving them. Now, this means also, what I was telling you, the narratives, the stories they've been telling themselves. It talks about the people who may have really hurt them and still are energetically bombarding them. It talks about addictions, habits, third parties. Look at here. Third parties. Look, Three of Wands. And the Three of Pentacles, right? So they want to release third parties too because they want to follow their heart. And they know it's going to be worth it. They know this. They know they're on a journey with you, moving from the dark to the light. They know this, okay? They know that there's a kind of yin-yang shit going on. They know, okay? I think they're very much convinced that you are the one. And they are in love. They're just not saying it. And that's the quintessential Scorpio behavior. So some of you guys just definitely need to watch a Scorpio reading. Okay. Now let us see the suicidal ideation card. Let's break them because we got a couple messages from that. Okay. So they're learning to love themselves. Okay. Learning to love themselves. They're getting a lot of epiphanies about why they've been vibrating so low, why they have this suicidal ideation, and they're taking charge of it. Okay, they're realizing that these intrusive thoughts come from a false narrative. Okay, that they've been telling themselves about their worthiness. All right, so they are taking charge of that. You get one more card just in case there's anything else here. Yeah, and this is this is a big lesson they've had to learn. I'm also getting as well that whatever issues or wound they may have had, it may have been exacerbated in a third-party relationship, a karmic connection. That's what I'm getting as well. So the caregiver might have started it, but it looks like this karmic, whoever they went, might have really amplified the false stories they've been telling themselves. But your person's powering through that, thank God, right? Right? They're realizing that they are worthy. They are worthy, and they're stepping into self-love. Now they are optimistic about Ending this bloody cycle. Amen. Yeah. And then that cycle with the karmic, they're optimistic about that, but also ending a particular pattern of being. Maybe even this whole suicidal ideation. Could be. Could be. But I'm getting something with a karmic, some kind of karmic pattern. Okay. Oh, I think this karmic pattern is where they block out love and go towards the material world and being a player. This is what they're ending. They think that they can do it. Now that they're telling themselves a different story, they think that they can do it. Yeah, they have nowhere to run though. Spirit's been bombarding them. Let me see what Spirit's been telling this person. Get rid of the third party. Five of Wands reverse. Get rid of those people that are interfering in your life, interfering in your business, interfering in this connection. That's what Spirit is telling them to do. Move on. Move on. If you got to do a breakup or divorce, do it. Learn the lesson and move on. That's what they're getting bombarded with energetically every day from Spirit. Move on, buddy. Move on. They're hiding their feelings. They're hiding their feelings. But they're doing their shadow work. I want you to know that. And they are healing their heart. We have the Five of Cups in reverse and we have the Moon in reverse. And then bam, we got the Star card, right? And this is what they're healing, that dysfunctional childhood. Whatever happened to them this is what they're healing. Beautiful. All right, so let's have a look at their head and their heart with regard to you. Let's see their thoughts and their feelings, okay? This is the Mermaid Tarot. Underneath the deck, the Three of Swords, absolutely heartbroken. And of course, heavy third-party energy coming through, but there's some truth that's been laid bare. There's something, because whales represent the unconscious and that which is hidden beneath all the emotions, right? The deep into the waters. But this whale has been beached. So there's some kind of big secret, some kind of big hidden emotion that was underneath the surface that has been laid bare for all to see. But they feel that they can't offer you anything substantial right now, though. Because they're closing off this cycle here. All right, let's see. Headspace regarding when they think about you and they think about this connection. Where's their mind at? What is their mind doing? What is their mind saying? What's the story? Six of Pentacles. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. The Six of Cups reversed. Oh, they're in the sixes. That's the love. And with the Ten of Pentacles in reverse. All right. I see that this person wants this connection to ground, but they don't want it, or it cannot ground right now. And the reason why it cannot ground right now, even though they want to give equitably to this connection, is because they are with a third party. It's a karmic soulmate. The Six of Cups is in reverse. And that's what's delaying your reconciliation, okay? They are with a karmic soulmate. So what are they thinking about? They're thinking, I deserve equity. And that's because they're finally loving themselves, right? So they were the overgiver. They're thinking, there's no need for me to overcompensate in this relationship. I am worthy and I deserve equity. And if I'm not getting equity, then I'm going to roll out, okay? So this person's thinking about going through some kind of breakup. This is also my divorce card, the Ten of Pentacles in reverse, okay? But they know that they need to break up with this karmic soulmate that they are with. They're also realizing that all their issues in love and them manifesting toxic relationships and relationships that are out of balance are connected to the family that they grew up with. That family was dysfunctional. They're realizing that now. Whatever story that they got from this family dynamic in which they grew up has been sabotaging their connections since. Okay, let's see Six of Pentacles. So that's what they're realizing. That's what they're thinking about. Okay, yeah, they're ready to walk away. That connection where they were the overgiver, they're ready to walk away. All right, we have the Eight of Cups here. All right, and so they need to handle that. They're no longer in love with that karmic soulmate. Okay, right now they're ready for true stability, because it looks like that karmic connection. Now, the karmic connection could be a family dynamic. It could be a relationship with a parent-child relationship. It could even be a job with a kind of karmic boss. It could be anything. It's anything that is blocking the connection at this point in time. And it looks like whatever is blocking the connection at this point in time, your person who has no emotions there, there's no emotions there, and your person just wants true stability. Okay, because wherever they've been has been very hostile and volatile. So they're thinking about just walking away from this shit, okay, and doing what they have to do to be single. They just want to end it. They've made a choice. They don't want that toxicity anymore. It's just been pain and grief. We have 2 tens here. The 10 of swords and the 10 of wands. They're ending it, whatever it is. But they are not ready to start or ground something new. They want to invest in you and this connection, but they're saying this is not the time. What they need to do is execute a plan. They need a strategy here. Whoever they're dealing with is pretty toxic, going to come after them. Guns are blazing. They need a strategy. So they're taking action, but the action is not to come towards you with anything solid. They got to sort their life out. They have to create stability within themselves and around them before they even try to create any kind of stability with you. Or else they're just going to be bringing the chaos and drama your way. And you don't deserve that. Let's see heart space energy for you. When they think about you and this connection, what's their heart saying? We have the 7 of Cups. A little hesitant. We're going to see. Now, that could be about daydreaming, okay? I'll see the other cards that come out. Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. What else? We have the Queen of Pentacles in reverse. Yeah, that's the karmic. That's the gold digging karmic. That's Capricorn. And the 7 of Swords. All right, we have 2 sevens. They're being divinely guided right now. What are they being divinely guided to do? To make a plan. To make a plan to deal with this karma. They're ready to explore their options. I think this person had a lot of illusions. They were in denial. They were in denial about their circumstance with this karma. But you, it's like you triggered them to go on this truth, this... Guys, we're in the shadow of Mercury. I just trip over my words. I'm sorry. On this fact-finding, truth-seeking mission. Okay? And that's when they realize, wait a minute. This is all an illusion. This thing with the karmic, it's an illusion. I've just been fooling myself all this time. I've been lying to myself. I've been deceiving myself. That's what they're realizing. You trigger that heart awakening. And this is what's happening. Yeah, they're seeing that they were in an illusion with this karmic. They're seeing that that thing with this karmic is toxic and that you are the Empress. They're finally seeing that, and this is causing them, this is causing a lot of sleepless nights and depression because they know that they screwed up. They made, well, you know, we say it's the wrong choice, but it was the right choice at the time because they had this karmic debt to pay. Okay, so the high perspective is they made the right choice at that time because that's what they were supposed to do. But the 3D perspective is they made the wrong choice, right? Yeah, they're ready to release this karmic energy, right? 4 of Pentacles in reverse. Right, so that's what their heart is telling them. Stop juggling, stop going back and forth in your mind, take action. You've thought about it long enough, you know you want to choose love. You have no passion here with this karmic, roll out. Let's see the 7 of Swords. Yeah, so they're making a plan to manifest a new beginning here, okay? That's what they're doing. They may not be talking to you, they may not be saying it, but their plan is to come towards you with a solid offer with the Knight of Pentacles. Some of you guys dealing with a Virgo because there are 2 Virgo cards here. Also Gemini coming out as well. All right, so how are you blocking the connection, viewer? We are going to focus on our circle of control. How are you blocking the connection? You are blocking the connection. Oh, okay. So some of you guys, maybe with somebody else, because this is a third party card. But this is also a card about heartbreak. So you might be so immersed in your heartbreak and in your pain that you may not be seeing the bigger picture or the higher perspective, which is needed in order to forgive someone and energetically clear the negative energy that you may have accumulated in this whole situation, because it looks like this person hurt you. Okay? So until we see the higher perspective, we cannot move to that place of forgiveness and we cannot release that energy. So you're blocking it by still holding on to your pain. I'm not saying hurry up and heal. Okay? Healing is a process, but I'm just saying this is something that needs to be actively worked on. Okay? Clearing your energy field of those negative emotions, the bitterness, the grief, the loss, that kind of thing. How are you blocking this connection? We have the Strength card in reverse. So this is about giving your power away. So you've either been giving your power away to something or someone. So that tells me there could be some kind of substance abuse here that might be clouding your emotions or preventing you from processing your pain and healing. Or you might be giving your power over to this person by waiting on them to make a decision, and then that caused a kind of stalemate in the energy. Okay, because if you are moving on energetically, then they're not moving on energetically either. So this is a time to lovingly detach from this situation and, move on with your life. Focus on your creative projects. You can go out there and date, but just get that energy moving. Don't sit here and wait on this person to make a decision, because if this is your twin or some kind of high-level soulmate, if you sit there and wait on them to make a decision, they will sit there and wait on somebody else to make a decision. You understand? You are the one leading this chain. Now, Strength card is also Leo. And Leo, in its negative aspect, can talk about ego. Okay, so maybe there's something ego going on where you're not, again, seeing what happened from a higher perspective. And you may be staying in some kind of victim consciousness or something like that. So this is also that card as well. Okay, how else are you blocking this connection? So, some of you guys, I think it's the Scorpio reading for sure. All right, so Spirit is asking you to follow your intuition. Take some kind of leap of faith in a particular direction. Let me pull a card and see what Spirit wants you to do. Let's see this leap of faith that Spirit wants you to take here. But this is also about trusting the universe, that things will come together if they're meant to come together. So it's about moving on. Spirit wants you to free yourself. Free yourself from any negative thoughts that you may be harboring in your head about this not coming together. Free yourself from this connection, okay? Because if this person, especially if they're with someone else or they're going through rehab or whatever it is, they kind of give you what you desire, okay? They kind of give equitably to the relationship with you. And you should never settle for less than you deserve. So Spirit is asking you to lovingly disengage. Yeah, move on. You see, I told you. Move on. Move on. If they're to catch up, they will catch up to you. Trust me. You can't stop anybody that really wants to be with you. All right. So based on what we are seeing here, what can we expect will be this person's actions towards you a month from you watching this reading? We have the Nine of Pentacles in reverse. So they're still going to be working on their own codependencies and self-love. What else they're doing? We have Justice in reverse. Some of them going to be in front of the court system, whether for divorce or maybe even a criminal or other civil matter. And then we have the Chariot. I'm finally moving on. Okay, so it looks like you're going to take Spirit's advice and lovingly detach. And this also allows this person to lovingly detach from whatever karmic and toxic situation that they're in. So their action towards you is to move on from a toxic situation. Okay, I don't see them coming to say hello just yet. I think they're going to be focusing on themselves and dealing with whatever issues that they have. Okay. So what is the last bit of advice for you? So Spirit tells you that your heartbreak and pain and that sense of loss and grief, blocking the connection. Spirit also saying you're giving your power away. Spirit telling you, move on for now. Okay. Trust that everything is going to work out. And what else Spirit wants you to do? What's the advice to align with union energies? I mean, how many times Spirit going to say breaking free? Okay, so, and that's what I was telling you. And the first thing I said, don't let anybody put you in a box. Okay, so if there's something restrictive about this relationship and you can't seem to express your love and your devotion the way you can because maybe they're with somebody else, or maybe they're just not able to receive your love because their heart is closed, whatever it is, Spirit is saying break free from that. And if it is that you think that because this person, your TF, you can't love anybody else, or this person, your soulmate, you can't love anybody else, Spirit is saying break yourself free from that. Because once you hold those thoughts, the other person's going to hold those thoughts as well about their karmic relationship. So right now, Spirit is asking you, just go with the flow. Go with the flow. Go with the flow. You live your life as much as you can. Focus on your creative projects because that's a nice way to channel your emotions and your desires. And if this person's to catch up with you, they definitely will. Okay? All right, my love, that was your reading. I hope that helped you. Grateful for your likes, shares, subscribes. They all help the channel grow. And your comments. Take care. Bye.